more than 70 attorneys led by Scott Rothstein. Mike Mayo is a columnist for the Fort Lauderdale Sun-Sentinel.
He probably thinks I'm king of the world.
And the firm is where Melissa Lewis, an earnest by-the-book attorney, found great success for herself and her clients. She was by all accounts a workaholic who loved what she did. No shrinking violet either. Melissa loved those boozy, splashy office parties just as much as the other lawyers. She'd found herself a nice slice of the American pie. And that's the thing about 38-year-old Melissa Lewis. Even as she raised her voice in glass with the senior partners, her sad end wasn't far off. And her unexpected death would get caught up in a chain of events right out of a John Grisham novel. Murder, betrayal, and billions of dollars in fraud. Melissa Lewis at the start of everything awful that followed.
It ended up being the beginning of the end.
Missy, as her family called her, had come so far. Penthouse lawyering wasn't likely for a restless high school dropout. Her mother, Lisa LaPointe.
Here was a kid who didn't really finish high school. She got the GED ticket.
Correct. She didn't plan to be a high school dropout. She was in a hurry to get on with life.
And focused enough finally to finish college. Then, in her late 20s, go for a law degree. She breezed past the younger law students to become the prestigious editor of the Law Review. And she caught the eye of one of her professors, Scott Rothstein, who took her on as an intern. Office manager Deborah Villegas met her on her first day of work.
What did Melissa bring to the party?
She was smart, capable. You know, she was everything you would want in an associate attorney.
She was also one of the nicest people Deborah says she ever met. The two became fast friends.
We were like sisters. She knew all my faults and flaws, and she loved me anyways.
Deborah and Melissa saw the firm grow tenfold in just a few years. Their gregarious boss, Scott, was the front man. He hobnobbed with a who's who of big deal names in sports, politics, and business, even future presidents. Fundraisers? Well, Scott was your man.
Once your name gets out there, you truly cannot imagine how many people knock on your door.
And the door Scott knocked on was Melissa's.
Melissa was the one that he knew she could handle it. He knew that she wouldn't let anything fall through the cracks.
Melissa specialized in employment law, but volunteered her time for battered women and victims' rights. She also worked on building a memorial garden for crime victims.
She was always a champion for the underdog.
Melissa eventually met a lawyer from a different firm and married. Deborah was a bridesmaid. But after 5 years, her best friend's marriage had come undone and ended in a messy divorce.
That divorce just devastated her.
After Melissa's divorce, she took on a second full-time job. Best aunt ever. Carrie Holmberg is her sister.
Missy didn't have children herself.
No, she didn't want to have children. She wanted her career.
And when her best friend Deborah's own marriage was in trouble and hitting the rocks, separation, Melissa was there for her too, playing the same great aunt role for Deborah's 4 kids. The two became inseparable at work and outside the office.
She's cooking for, me and the kids, and we have movie nights on Saturdays.
After her divorce, a still shaky Melissa started dating a little. But work, not relationships, would occupy her front and center. Eventually, her diligence paid off. In 2008, after 7 years at the firm, the former intern was made the first female partner.
She shared with me early on that she hoped to be a judge one day.
And Deborah had done well for herself, too. After all those years working as a paralegal and keeper of the supply cabinet, her boss, Scott, promoted her to chief operating officer. Not bad for someone who never finished college.
Things were going really well at the Rothstein Law Firm.
Yes.
Then came March 5th, 2008, just 1 week after Melissa had been made partner. It was a Wednesday night. Deborah tried to call her several times, but got no answer. The next morning, though, when Melissa was a no-show at work, Deborah called her friend repeatedly, but to no avail. Then she got a hold of Melissa's sister, Carrie.
And Carrie was like me, oh no, something's wrong.
Deborah told her boss, Scott. Well-connected attorney that he was, he called a police officer he knew in Plantation, Florida, where Melissa lived. The officer agreed to meet Deborah and Carrie at Melissa's house. When they got there, everything seemed to be normal inside the home.
Nothing was tossed. Drawers weren't open.
Nothing. No. The only thing that was amiss was in her garage.
Melissa's car, her Caddy SUV, was gone. And that's when they all clued to something bizarre. A fine mist of what looked like orange spray paint throughout the garage.
Whatever this stuff was in the garage affect you?
Yes. I started coughing really bad. I said, that's pepper spray.
Pepper spray. Like many women, Melissa was known to carry a canister of it for self-protection. Had she been attacked? Had she used it?
I knew right then that she absolutely never made it into her house.
Something had happened in that garage, something very disturbing, and it wasn't looking good for rising attorney Melissa Lewis.
When we come back, police find Melissa's car, but Melissa isn't in it.
Where's Melissa?
That's the million-dollar question at this point.
The answer comes all too soon.
That is such a personal thing to do to somebody, to look them in the eyes and do that.